on this rainy night. Hang on, let me just adjust this. To do a little bit of a little rambly update. And I'm actually gonna make a hot chocolate momentarily. And I sort of wanted to first press record, and then I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna make my hot chocolate, and then I'm gonna come back because I felt this sort of feeling of like, oh, I really need to record. And just the starting of it sort of takes away that anxiety. How silly the human brain is sometimes. Note I say the human brain and not my human brain, although I do in fact mean the latter. So yeah, I'm gonna pause you and then I'm gonna make my hot chocolate and I'll be back in a moment. So bear with me. I'm gonna pause you and then I'll be back, but you won't really know that I've paused you except that I've told you that I've paused you. I have hot chocolate now. I have my hot chocolate and it's in a little blue cup. And I made it how my mother makes it, which is with cocoa powder and sugar and milk, which I'll grant you isn't exactly anything different to how other people make it, but what I mean is it's not a hot chocolate mix. Maybe Irish or British people will know what I mean. It's just because often here hot chocolate will be like Cadbury's mixed, like a tub of Cadbury's hot chocolate that you just mix with milk. But this is like, I guess this is what maybe one could call hot cocoa. Cocoa. It's a nice word, that. Cocoa. It's a bit of an onomatopoeic word, isn't it? Cocoa. Or is it? Maybe not onomatopoeic, but like, it does conjure up a certain coziness, I think. I'm back in the kitchen, by the way. If you are new, then you don't know this, that I used to record in my kitchen, and then I set up a little recording space just off of my living room in a little nook. But I haven't really been attracted to the nook. Like, I'm finding that I'm not drawn there. And since I'm someone who isn't the best at getting things done, I thought it best to just record in my kitchen where I find it easier to just start recording. My chair is squeaky, or what is it? Creaky. Oh, now I can't do it. There, can you hear it? I quite like that sound. It kind of reminds me of being on a ship. So, I've been away for a bit. And, well, there's many reasons. First of all, as some of you will know, I was visiting my dad for 2 weeks. I did manage to edit and put up some videos while I was there, but of course I didn't record while I was there. Oh, that's the train going by. And that was hard because, and I'm not gonna get into this too much right now, but my dad is very sick, and that's very hard to deal with. But I am dealing, but you know, kind of makes things a bit harder, as you'd imagine. But then also when I got back, I just, I don't know, I just found it hard to get back into things. And then, this is something that happens often, then I got overwhelmed with the knowledge that I hadn't been recording. And so I had this feeling of, oh, I must record. But not so much must, like I want to, but just, you know, it just becomes a bigger thing in my head than it needs to be, really. Actually, this is something I was writing about earlier. I was kind of lamenting how, you know, as some people, when they're anxious, they get really busy. Like, you know, some people are like, they're always on the go. And it might be that they're feeling anxiety, but they are getting stuff done. And I'm sure that's not without its difficulty in its own way. But I, on the other hand, when I get overwhelmed or anxious, I have a tendency towards inertia. And that means I don't get things done. And that's rather annoying. But I remember using, do you know Mel Robbins? She's the one who wrote the 5-second rule. And she's like, she's kind of a big motivational sort of speaker person now. The 5-second rule, it's a whole book, but really it's just one thing that you need, which is when you're trying to do something and you just can't make yourself do it. You count down from 5 to 0, and then at 0, you go. You move, you do the thing. And in her book, she said that it sort of can cause someone to turn from a person. No, she said that people either have a tendency towards action or inaction, like a bias towards action or inaction. Whether that's true or not, like whether or not you can put people in those categories, I don't know, but if so, I'm certainly in the inaction category. And I'm not saying I just don't do stuff, but when I start to feel a certain way, the doing of the things becomes very hard. So, anyway. The other thing is, I sort of had so many things on my mind that I wanted to chat about, so I was kind of overwhelmed by that too. But then I just thought, right, just record. Get it done. Doesn't matter what it is, just sit down and start recording. So that's what I'm doing. And it feels good. It feels good to be chatting away to you. I haven't had a sip of my hot chocolate yet. Hang on, let me have some. That is to say, before I resumed recording after I paused, I did taste it to make sure it had enough sugar and everything. But I haven't had like a proper, you know, right, let's do it, we're drinking hot chocolate kind of thing moment. Oh, it's so good. I haven't tasted it yet, but it looks so good. You can't see this, but on the top are like little chunks of unmixed cocoa powder, because what I do is I heat some milk in the microwave, in the cup. Just like, what would it be? Like, just a wee layer of milk. A layer. Okay, now, what would it be? A few spoonfuls of milk. And so yeah, I heat that. Then I put in, a teaspoon of cocoa powder and a teaspoon of sugar to help the medicine go down, as it were. Then I microwave, no I don't, then I mix that up, and then the heated milk obviously helps the cocoa powder dissolve, but I don't mix it super thoroughly. I I don't make it smooth, for example. Then I put the milk in, the rest, like, I top it up with cold milk and then whack it back in the microwave. And then just, it all becomes amalgamated except for a few, like, splodges of cocoa powder. Splodges. Yum. Just kind of, like, gives this really hearty appearance. Oh, my giddy hand. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. Oh. What I just said was, oh my giddy aunt, which is something that, Jessie commented on, and Jessie is, how will I describe it? One of my Eric Setier members, channel members. So, cheers to you, Jessie. Ding. Hot chocolate ding. Speaking of channel memberships, I started up my Patreon and membership thing while I was away in America, and hang on, I need to light a candle. But where's my matches? Okay, hang on. Matches. I actually have a new candle that I'm gonna burn. It's called Lavender and Cedar, and I got it in Morrison's because it said courage. Whoa, how can I not pronounce that? Courage. What? As in to have courage. Oh, courage. What was I saying? Courage. Courage. I couldn't say that. That was funny. Anyway, I kind of glitched out there. But I got it because I got it a few months ago. I saw it at Morrison's, and it was right when I was sort of realizing, oh, I think I have ADHD. And I was really feeling like I needed courage because I was struggling a bit. Oh, this smells great. Lavender and cedar. I hope wherever you are maybe having a hot chocolate too. Maybe you even could light a candle for yourself whilst you keep me company and I keep you company. Perhaps. But what I was saying was I worked hard on like the membership levels and then the intro video. And then as soon as I made it live, I was like, but you don't have any, like, membership, or like members only videos up. What's that about? It just didn't occur to me to have videos ready to go. So anyway, I've certainly not been great at uploading members only things, but I will pick up speed with that. I have one video up, but YouTube is dastardly because it has switched off my AdSense at the moment because hang on, let me light the candle and then I'll complain. That's the match burning. Oh wow, what a nice sound. If my life could be lighting matches and lighting candles all day, that would be pretty nice. Okay, the candle is burning. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So, I got monetized on AdSense in June, which was very exciting. And then what they do is they give you a certain amount of time to submit your ID to verify your channel or verify your ID or whatever. Now, I am Irish, but I live in the UK. And being Irish, I don't have to have any sort of visa to live in the UK because there's like a special agreement between countries. And so I don't need any other form of ID, and I don't drive, and there's no UK national ID card anyway. So anyway, I tried to submit my Irish passport to verify my ID, and it just kept refusing it. It was like, no, that won't do. So I contacted AdSense, and they said it has to be from the country in which you are registered or whatever, which is just really ridiculous, to be honest. But anyway, so at the moment, they have turned off my AdSense, but it also means they've turned off channel memberships. So I'm told that members, like, if there is a charging period, they won't be charged in the next, like, you won't be charged until it's all sorted. But I'll continue uploading videos there so that when it's all a go, you can enjoy those past videos. But I am uploading things onto Patreon. So I'll just pop those links below. Only support if you have the means to do so and you have the desire. But just being here is also support, so do you. Oh, and I'll also pop a little link for a tip jar if that's more your thing. Okay, let me have more of my hot chocolate. So what else? What else? You know, when you sort of have a lot to say, but it's almost too much, so you say nothing. I'm just realizing I'm sort of in that headspace. It reminds me of the Simpsons episode where, let me know if you're a Simpsons watcher. I love many of the seasons, but there's a whole sort of middle period where the episodes were really bad. I haven't watched any of the new ones lately, but the classic ones are just brilliant. But there's one episode where Mr. Burns is, I guess he's not ill really, but for some reason they're checking his health, and I can't quite remember. Is it the one where he's a germaphobe or something? I don't know, but for some reason some doctor is, checking his blood or something, and he has a little diagram for sort of why Monty Burns is still alive kind of thing. And the diagram, or the sort of image, or I think it's an animation, is a bunch of like disease, like they're little cartoon bodies, each depicting like disease or bacteria or something, and they're all trying to get through the doorway, but they can't because they're all jammed in the doorway. So he's trying to say, like, there's multiple things wrong with Monty Burns, but none of them are succeeding in getting through the doorway because there's too many things wrong. I think I've just destroyed the humor in the joke, but nonetheless, that's kind of how I feel right now. But that's fine. You're not here for like super concise storytelling ability, are you? No, I do not think so. I do not think so at all. I have more chocolate. So maybe another time I'll do a video talking about the ups and downs of, or not so much the ups and downs, but I guess the experience of having a sick parent. I know that sounds like a really dark thing to talk about, but of course it's reality. But also, it's not all dark. And, yeah, I won't go on about it too much now, but just, it certainly increases resilience, that's for sure. However, one thing I do notice is that I keep sort of, like, you know when people say, what is it that they would say? Oh, there's the train going by again. Like when people say, I feel like there's a turn of phrase, but I can't think what it is. But basically, one might indicate, oh, this person is sort of suppressing their emotions, or they're in shock, or they're not dealing with it, or something. I don't know, I guess I just always thought it would be something that was either conscious entirely, or entirely automatic and unconscious. For me, I notice I'm doing it, but it's both things. It's both conscious and unconscious. Like I can feel it happening, but I'm not doing it on purpose. I guess it's just what the brain does to deal with things, because you still have to do things in your life whilst holding this sort of pain and fear. It's not easy, but anyway, I'll keep you updated on the goings on there. But it's super hard that my dad is so far away, cause I'm, for anyone that doesn't know, I'm in Edinburgh in Scotland, and my dad's in New Jersey in America. And I can't just pop over and visit so easily. And then at the same time, when I do go over, which I did recently for 2 weeks, like I said, it's just really intense then, for those 2 weeks. I say that, but it wasn't all intense. There was lots of laughter too, and good times. It's just a lot. It's just a lot of things. It's kind of crazy. Anyway, I think I'll not talk about that much more at the moment. And, what else? Oh, I have 2, shows coming up. I'm playing on Saturday a 2-hour show actually in a church. I've not done this before, but so it'll be my first time at this place. And I'm not religious, but I was raised Catholic, and I'm used to going to church, and I have nice associations with it, and I like that some people have that faith. I think it's lovely. Yeah, I saw this ad where they were looking for a musician, someone who would do kind of quieter music, and it was to play during I'm trying to remember how the person described it, how she described it. It was like sort of a community dinner that's been held every month for, I guess, anyone that's lonely or just needs somewhere to go, you know, that kind of thing. It's like a sort of a community offering. And yeah, so I contacted her and was pleased that she wanted me to come in. So I'm looking forward to that because it's, I imagine, going to be very low pressure. It's a free gig, which is totally fine. I wouldn't want to take money, obviously, because it's a, you know, it's a volunteer run. And but you know, people will be there to eat and to chat and to socialize. So I'll be in the background, which I quite like, because then, you know, it's just low pressure. But then on Tuesday I play at a pub for an hour. So that'll be good. I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm actually not too nervous. I think they'll both be fun. I don't know if I will, but I might. I might do a video of myself practicing, because if I do a video, then that will make it easier for me to practice, and you know, I'll feel like I have company. So yeah, I might do that. It will be probably quite a long video, but that's okay, isn't it? I hope so. Okay, let me have more of my hot chocolate. Yum. Oh, I joined the gym again, which I'm happy about, because I had a gym that I had been going to, and when I first moved to Edinburgh, I tried out a bunch of gyms. And none of the ones that were close were to my taste. And but then I realized, oh, there's supposed to be this gym opening up really close to me. And so I was really looking forward to that. And when it opened, I went there. It was like 7 minutes, a 7-minute walk from my house. And I went there and I didn't like it. I didn't like the layout or the lighting. And so I decided not to go there. So instead I went to this other gym, signed up for a year-long membership, which at the time I thought, yep, I can commit to a year, that's fine. But it's like a 40-minute walk away. Which isn't that close. I can also get the bus there, but even the bus, like where I'd get off the bus, it was still about 10 to 15-minute walking. And I thought, no, that's fine, I don't mind doing that. But over the course of the year, I really ended up minding doing that. So in the end, I copped onto myself. And when that membership ran out, I decided I would join the gym that's closer to me. But it took me a good few months to actually do it. It's just, I've just not really been great at exercising the last several months. I walk a lot, but I hadn't been doing, strength training or anything like that, which I like to do because I like feeling strong, and also it really does benefit my brain a lot. And yeah, but it's one of those things that when you get out of the habit, getting back into the habit is hard. But actually, while I was away and visiting my dad, I went to the So he's in this community, and they have a, it's like a kind of a retirement community, and they have a wee gym on the premises. Really, when I say wee, it's a really wee gym. But I went there, I used it, I did treadmill, I did a bit of strength training. I went there almost every day, just because there wasn't kind of a whole lot of places to walk a lot while I was over there. And it was really humid, so I wasn't able to get out very much. So I'd go to the gym and walk on the treadmill. And that was a great sort of way to, help me deal with things. And anyway, so that got me back into the gym habit. So I just properly joined my new gym about a week ago. And I was there today. I don't think I did a particularly good workout, but I went and I did, and that's enough. That's good enough. I had read that of all mental health conditions, apparently ADHD is one that is most receptive to the benefits of exercise. And I kind of always knew that exercise, particularly exercise that like really gets my heart rate going. I always knew that helped me concentrate, but I kind of just didn't really give credit to it for some reason. I think I've always just thought, no, I must just push through everything and anything and everything must just push. But now I'm realizing, no, there are certain things I can do to help me be a bit more able to live with my brain. And afterwards, when I was at the gym, I did some writing. I sat in the cafe in the gym and did some writing, and I was just like, I felt really whingy, really, really whingy, and I just decided, right, whinge away, just write, and just like complain, just complain on your pages. And that really helped, because I wrote and wrote and wrote, and then was like, God, I'm annoying myself here writing. But I didn't give myself a hard time. I kind of just told myself, yep, you feel pretty bad today, and things are not always ideal, but you'll feel better at some point. And lo and behold, I did then start to feel better. Oh, no, you know what it was? Well, I don't know if this is what made me feel better, but I remember what I wrote earlier. I was writing. I just had this feeling of like, and I often feel this way, I just wanted the world to stop so that I could catch up a little bit. So I had this image in my head of what I wanted, which was, because as I was writing, I was saying to myself, like, why don't you do something nice for yourself today? And I just couldn't think of anything I wanted. You know, when sometimes you're just like, no, I just feel just crap. Then I thought about it some more and was like, oh, I'll tell you what I want. I want to be sitting like in an apartment about 5 or 6 stories up, with a view over kind of city life, but not too busy city life, just kind of nice. I know one of like some sort of nice Edinburgh street. Anyway, I wanted to be sitting on at a windowsill, you know, like in a bay window where there's room for a cushion. You can put your feet up. I wanted to be sitting in this windowsill on a seat, on a cushion, and I wanted it to be nighttime, and I wanted it to be raining, and I wanted to just sit there and peer down through the rain onto the street and just let, I don't know, just let the world go by and not feel pressure. Because I do tend to feel a certain relaxation at night, because I feel like, okay, I'm off the hook now. I can stop pressuring myself to do things. But then if it's raining, I feel it all the more. I think it's because the world gets quiet when it's dark and rainy. And I like that. I like the world slowing down. And then it actually did start raining later. It was great. And I cheered up. Not just because of the rain. I think I cheered up because, I just needed that mood to pass, really. And then later on I went for a walk in my Wellington boots, which I love doing when it's been raining. I feel kind of invincible, like I can walk on wet grass, I can walk through puddles. It was fun. Yeah. So I feel better now. And I feel like I can do what I set out to do. I can. It just won't get done all at once. But it will get done. Anyway, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. Yeah. Thank you for listening. And if you've listened this far, perhaps you could leave a little candle emoji if you'd like. That would be nice. I quite like that because sometimes, like, if I get a comment on one of my videos from, let's say 2 weeks after I put it up or something, and sometimes if at the end of the video I suggest a certain emoji and then someone puts it up, but I've forgotten what that was, it's just a wee reminder and it's just dead cute. Just to see, like, I think butterfly was one of them, and I think a ladybird was one of them, and I think a little book emoji, I think that was one of them too. Anyway, I really enjoy that, it's really cute. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Thank you again for listening, and I shall be back soon, but I really will, I promise. I'm gonna get back into video making. I can do it. Okay, I'm gonna go watch videos of the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders tryouts, because they have been the stream of videos that I've been watching lately. When you just watch utter crap. My utter crap has been Dallas Cowboy cheerleader tryouts. I used to watch them religiously, and then Netflix put up a video about them, and I was like, oh yeah, these girls, they work so hard. When I say utter crap, I mean, it's fluff, but the dancers themselves are brilliant, of course. They are so talented. My giddy end. Okay, I'm gonna go. Bye.